Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I'm excited to be here. I'm like 1 minute early for the 8 o'clock Facebook Live. So I'm just gonna kind of wait a minute here. I have some fun stuff I'm excited to talk to everybody about, but I am just gonna take a minute here while I wait for 8 o'clock, see if anybody else jumps on. Hope you guys had a great day. I'd love to hear some wins from today that everybody had, something that you're really excited about, or maybe a challenge that that came about that you stepped up to. That would be awesome to hear. Or if you also want to comment, even if you're watching the recording, feel free to comment on this. It's always nice to see what you did for your self-love today. What did you do to step up your self-love and your self-care? Because that's what this is all about, right? So today I wanted to just share some of the things that I do to help support myself and my family, but mostly myself. This is about self-love. This is about what we do to take care of ourselves and live the life that we are excited about and that we choose. So affirmations, of course, are something that people have used for a long time. People talk about it. You might actually be able to see, I have some affirmations up on the wall that I put somewhere so that my kids can see it constantly and just be able to be reminded. So some of those are challenges make me stronger. So that's why I wanted to see, what kind of challenges did you have today and overcame them, right? Because it's about what we can learn from that. So some of the other ones, I will follow my dream, right? We have, I can learn anything and I could achieve anything with effort. So I have some all over the house actually for my kids. Because as they sometimes reach these teen years, they don't always want to listen to what I'm saying, so I'm trying to get it in their brains other ways, right? And so that's where affirmations can come in a lot of different ways. And I want to tie it into how we can use the essential oils with it, because the more senses that we can put together, the more we can anchor those affirmations as a true belief system, instead of just something that we're saying to ourselves and then another voice coming behind it going, no you don't, no you aren't, right? Because I could say I am fit and fabulous, and if I have this little voice going, no you don't, do you remember that cookie that you just ate, right? It can play on you. So I have to anchor those belief systems in myself. So some of the things I love to do, I'm going to share with you some of the top ones, some of the recipes that I make, and some of the oils for self-love and how it all kind of comes into play. So first of all, I do want to talk about, when I'm talking about these, I go for the highest quality and purity, making sure that whatever you put on yourself or you're smelling, we don't want synthetic brands. We want therapeutic brands, and we also want to know where they're sourced from and that they are of purest and highest vibration, right? Because if you have looked at some of the water crystals, the energy of water, and how our thoughts and words can actually change the water crystals, right? Yeah, it's amazing. So when they've done studies on plants too, plants that are spoken negatively to, and then plants that are loved on, and the differences that come from some of them will die basically. The plants that are spoken to negatively and shamed on and told all kinds of nasty stuff, they will actually wither and die pretty much. And the other ones that are spoken to lovingly and with gratitude, they thrive. And so that's very important. So when I use my essential oils, I absolutely use the doTERRA essential oils. Their co-sourcing impact makes sure that they are making a difference in the world, and that impact, the farmers have been given a second chance in a lot of these countries, and that given infrastructure, and their children are able to go to school. So what happens is gratitude. They have so much gratitude. And so that goes out into the plants. So when you're using the doTERRA oils, you have the highest vibration, and then their testing is above and beyond any other company. And so they make sure that it is absolutely pure. So these are the ones that I'm going to be talking about today when I'm talking about that. And so when we're going through our day, one of we have all emotions all the time. From the moment we wake up, depending, are you the type that wakes up really excited and pumped and energized for the day? Or are you like most Americans who wake up going, ugh, already? Why do I have to get up? Can I just snooze 9 more minutes, right? You might be one of those. And so then from that point on, we make lots of different choices about how we're going to come and take on our day. And one of the things that we can do, because the quickest way to change a mood is through scent. So if you want to start your day differently right from the start, or maybe, motivate yourself to get out and exercise, or help boost your self-esteem and your self-love, essential oils help trigger the brain into creating a new pattern and a new thought process. And so the smell is actually the quickest way to change a mood. So if you were on here from the start or you're watching the replay, you notice that for me to start this webinar or this Facebook Live, I inhaled some of my essential oils. And that helps me bring me back into my heart, bring me back into my body, so that I can speak clearly and really serve you all to my best. And so the blend that I used at the beginning was actually my self-love blend that I've made. And I will share with you that recipe. But some of those oils, actually, let me get those. A little book of recipes here. So the self-love blend has 3 different oils in there. So we have bergamot, cedarwood, and jasmine. Now, every plant looks different, right? It has a different energy. If you smell a rose versus if you smell, I have some beautiful flowers my husband gave me right here, right? So every plant here looks different. They have a different energy. They have a different vibration. And so each one of these is going to bring different vibrations into your body. So I want to show you a little bit out of my Emotions and Essential Oils book what those oils are all about, because you'll understand why they are part of my self-love blend in just a minute. So first we have, in this blend, I put 3 drops of bergamot. But what I did, so it's 3 drops bergamot, 2 drops of cedarwood, and 1 drop of jasmine. And that's going to be if you're diffusing it. What I did was I multiplied that by at least 10, and I put it in one of my empty bottles here. So because bergamot's in there, I used one of my empty bergamots. Here it is, sorry. I'm getting confused between my bergamot. So I used one of my empty bergamots, I put a new label on it, and I added the different blends so that I know that this is it, right? So bergamot is the oil of self-acceptance. Bergamot relieves feeling of despair, self-judgment, and low self-esteem. It supports individuals in need of self-acceptance and self-love. Bergamot invites individuals to see life with more optimism. It has a cleansing effect on stagnant feelings and limiting belief systems. Because of core beliefs of being bad, unlovable, and not good enough, they seek to hide behind the facade of cheerfulness. They may fear revealing their true thoughts and feelings. So bergamot's powerful cleansing properties helps generate movement in the energy system, which in turn brings hope. So if you're feeling down and hopeless and you want to awaken your soul, bring hope back into your life, bergamot is such a powerful oil. So when we are saying affirmations such as, I'm good enough, I have such joy and support into my life, my soul can sing and I can do what I want and follow my life path. if you don't have self-acceptance, those thought patterns aren't going to anchor in. And so if we can use just simply grabbing bergamot, right? You can grab bergamot and tell your affirmations, or when you're doing your meditation or you're visualizing your dreams, you bring bergamot in and you can diffuse it, you can inhale it, you can rub it on so that it's being absorbed into your system as well, right? So bergamot is a citrus oil. It's beautiful. And Kristen loves bergamot even before essential oils. Yeah, it's such an amazing flower, such an amazing plant. So it brings in that self-love, and it helps repattern. It's going to re-trigger your brain to say, yeah, I do love myself. I am so worth it, right? So absolutely, we all need to have a little more self-acceptance for ourselves and for others. So that is definitely an amazing one. So the next oil in that blend is cedarwood, okay? And cedarwood is about community. Community is so important for when we bring together and we feel like we're a part of something, we have more love for ourselves and for others, because it brings us together. So cedarwood brings people together to experience strength and value of a community. Those who are in need of cedarwood struggle to form bonds with a social group. This can often be due to an overdeveloped sense of individuality. Rather than allowing themselves to be supported by family, friends, or a community, they live by excessive self-reliance. On the other hand, the individual's difficulty forming social roots may also stem from feelings disconnected and separate from the human family. So cedarwood really helps inspire the feeling of belonging and assists in the heart in opening to receive to the love and support of others. So if we can open ourselves up to the love of others, of course we're opening up to the love in ourselves. So it helps you feel more emotionally connected and feel like you belong, right? And so that definitely is a trigger for many, many people. So that is in my self-love blend. And the last one I have in my self-love blend is jasmine. Such a powerful oil. You do not need a lot of this when you're making stuff. It is very strong. And it is the oil of sexual purity and balance. If you've ever seen a jasmine flower, it is open wide, like as if you're like doing a starfish or spread eagle or whatever. It is wide open, and it's about opening yourself up to all of that, to who you are, your whole being, and loving exactly as you are. So it nurtures your healthy sexuality and helps balance sexual forces. It may also arouse dormant passions, assisting individuals to regain interest in the sexual experience. Jasmine cultivates positive experiences within intimate relationships by encouraging the purification of unhealthy sexual intentions and motivations. It asks individuals to honor and respect themselves and others. So it helps you release any of those past traumas that you may have had, or maybe thoughts of, I'm a single daughter with 3 brothers. So I did have emotions at different times in my life where I wasn't good enough just because I was a girl, right? So it may not have been a sexual trauma per se, but it was a sexual trauma to my identity as a female, right? So this helps support that and encourages the safety and creating that intimate relationship with yourself. We cannot have intimate relationships with others, at least not strong, healthy ones, unless we have a strong, healthy relationship with ourselves. So again, that scent, applying those oils to yourself, help bring in all of these emotions to help create a new pattern for yourself. So when you are saying your affirmations, I know I do affirmations every morning before to start off my day, and I create that. And when I remember, right? Sometimes I'm so sleepy I don't even remember, but I usually do. I take out those essential oils that match the emotions, and I breathe it in while I'm saying it. And so that really helps support everything that I'm going. So I wanted to go over those, and I just have a few others that I really wanted to touch upon today that have to do with self-love, because a lot of times when we don't love ourselves, it's for females especially, we have low self-esteem about our body image, right? And so body image is huge. And so I wanted to talk about those ones, because if we're having a hard time losing weight, or you know, you're just unhappy with how your clothes fits, a lot of times self-love is all it takes. Self-love will help you lose those pounds if you need, right? And so I wanted to talk about a couple of them here. I'm trying to get it here. So the two that I love to use for those are the grapefruit and the Slim and Sassy, okay? The grapefruit is about body love, okay? And Slim and Sassy is about inner beauty. And what I love about these oils is that these are the same oils for metabolism, to cut the cravings down, the ones that we feel such self-pity that we just start eating or self-soothing in negative ways, and then we just feel worse about ourselves, right? So instead, what we can do is take some of these oils. If we want it, the Slim and Sassy is great for breaking up those fat deposits and starting that metabolism, cutting those cravings. And what you can do is put some of this in a cream, just put a few drops in your hand with some cream or carrier oil of choice, and you can rub it over your body. And while you're doing that, you're loving on your body. You talk about your body. Thank you so much for all that you do, for carrying this weight throughout the day. You know, you wouldn't be here without your body. So a little bit of acknowledgement and gratitude for your body while you use these oils, it's not only going to help you see your own inner beauty as well as love your body, but it's going to help metabolize all of that. To me, it's no coincidence that they are the same oils that do that. So when we're looking at the Slim and Sassy, it's about supporting the physical aspects of weight loss, and it's also for the emotional patterns that underlie and contribute to one's weight. So it's so powerful, so very powerful, that oil. And then the grapefruit, I just lost the page here, but it'll just take me one quick second. The grapefruit, right, honoring the body. It teaches us true respect and appreciation for one's physical body. So if you are an individual who struggles to honor their body or caught in patterns of mistreatment to your body, these forms of abuse may include severe dieting, judging one's body weight or type, and abusing the body through negligence behavior or violence. These acts are often motivated by hate and disgust buried within the psyche, which gets directed towards the physical body. Though individuals may obsess over how they look, deep down, they never feel they look good enough. There is a dissatisfaction that persists. So grapefruit helps bring out respect for your own physical needs and body acceptance. So it helps you feel that you're nourished and create healthy relationships with food. So I love to put this in my water throughout the day. Actually, both the Slim and Sassy and the grapefruit. Actually, even bergamot. I love to put bergamot in my water too. And if you are new to essential oils, you just have to look. If it has this box, just like you would see on a cereal box, if you see this box here, that means you can take it internally. Some of these other blends, this is a blend that I love. It's a blend, it's the women's blend. It's about expressing your own feminine voice and just balancing, knowing when to speak and when not to speak. And but speaking up for yourself still. But in here, there's a couple oils that we don't usually ingest. And so because of that, oh, Laureen, hopefully I'll catch you later. Thank you for joining, Laureen. on here, you'll see that this one does not have a grid, okay? Because there's a couple plants on here that you wouldn't ingest. And so that is a trick to know if your essential oil is safe to take internally, okay? And based on the research that I've done, I wouldn't take anything else other than the doTERRA internally because of the science and testing, excessive testing that they go through. So those are great ones just to put throughout your water, in your water throughout the day, to just help you honor yourself and love on yourself, okay? Just a couple last ones. Rose was a one that I absolutely love. There was one day, I don't know why, but I was just crying and crying and crying, and I don't really know why. And then after many hours, actually, I went and grabbed my rose, and it's in a roller ball, so I just applied it over my heart space, and literally within seconds, I stopped crying. And it's no reason why. It is the oil of divine love. So this is one that holds probably the highest vibration to any other oil. It is very specific how to harvest it. The petals are so fragile. It has the highest vibration than any other oil on the planet. And the reason being, it's divine love. Divine love is the highest vibration you could ever try to get. So rubbing yourself with this oil, I mean, you can't get enough of it, right? It's absolutely amazing. So if you want to feel more loved, more compassionate, heal some of those wounds, feel accepted, rose is absolutely, you can't go wrong with rose. I see lots of comments. Yeah, everybody loves rose oil. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the other things I just wanted to quickly talk about is one of the things that I wanted to do is offer everybody who's watching this one of the ebooks on emotions. So if you are on here and you want the ebook, just I printed it out, but I'll send it to you on the benefits of aromatherapy for emotions and some little ideas as well as the science behind it. So if you want, in the ebook, you're gonna get this beautiful chart, okay? In this chart, it's a little bit like my other chart I have here, but it's gonna talk about what oils are calming, which ones are gonna help clarify, energize, protect, soothe, uplift, and restore. And so you can look at those. So based on how you're feeling, you can use the different oils to help raise your vibration and help you with your emotions. So all you have to do is comment below and I will send you that ebook. I will just message it for you. And then in the back too, right? We have all the different, the best essential oils for mood management. So you will get this free ebook from me just by simply putting a comment. It could be a heart. It could be a comment of the thing that you liked most on this video, one of the gems you got out, maybe your favorite oil. Mallory McKenzie, absolutely, I will send it to you. And anybody else, just something on there and I will send that to you, okay? One of the protocols I recently did is through the I Am Worthy books with Desiree Mangandog. And it's a 5-week or 4-week intensive, really, where every week you get a different protocol, roller bottle that you did. So it comes with the labels and the recipe and where to apply it. Uses the acupuncture points, Chinese meridian points to access and open up the different channels so that we can clear the mind of all of the self-sabotage that we do, work through all of our shame stories and pull out the roots of our shame and forgive ourselves, right? And then, again, love ourselves. And we all need to show ourselves a little more love. And we really, being a mom of 4 kids, I think it took me way too long to learn to take care of myself and start loving on myself. And so that's why I love making these little blends. So instead of having to open the 3 different oils every day, I just put it in here and then, right, I can just put it on. I can use it For my breast massage, I can use it with my cream. I can diffuse it. You can use it in your self-love rituals for pleasure by yourself or with your husband or partner. There are so many different ways to use these. So definitely get with the person who sent you and recommended you to this video. If it was me, just I will reach out to you. And if you want to know the most economical way to get these oils in your home, whether you are already a wholesale customer with doTERRA or not, then just reach out to the person who sent you this video, and we are just so happy to help you. Because if you learn to love yourself just a little bit more, this world will be such a better place. So I want to extend my love out to you. I want to thank you for being on here and showing me some love just by being on here and supporting me through this. All right, so love yourself. Go pick out your favorite oil and share with me which one it was. All right? Have a great night.